New tonight, where are the statues? Whether taken down by force or by vote, the fate of Confederate monuments came to a head after the death of George Floyd.
Central North Carolina was certainly no exception, but now, nearly 4 years later, where are they? Well, even after all this time, that answer really depends on who you ask. From the campus of UNC to the lawn of the state capitol to the historic Durham County Courthouse, each Confederate monument was either torn down or damaged by protesters. The killing of George Floyd by police officers led to anger, action, and contemplation. The raw emotion wasn't just on college campuses or larger cities. It included small towns as well, like Clinton, which has a population of fewer than 9,000. It's hollow, though, right?
As events were unfolding across the state, Sampson County commissioners decided to move the Confederate statue in front of the county courthouse to a museum. But before it could be taken down, it became a target.
It had some bends at the bottom and had to be repaired, so they did that. They built a pedestal for it and brought it in here, and we're glad it's here. We think this is a better place for it.
The statue was erected in 1916 during a reunion of Sampson County Confederate soldiers. More than 50 years after the Civil War, monuments like this one were placed all over the South as the white supremacy movement gained traction. Museum director Joel Rose says this was different than what happened soon after the war, as families placed monuments in cemeteries and graveyards.
Because you had local boys who had never been any more than 20 miles away from home, who were killed and died and buried in cemeteries hundreds and thousands of miles away.
Rose believes this particular statue is now where it should be.
To just eradicate it all would not be fair. Would not be fair to history, would not be fair to those that want to learn, to understand what our country's been through. So I think it's very important that we keep these things. Now, maybe a building is a better place than a public display, like a court square. But again, we need to keep them.
But this is the exception. Silent Sam hasn't been seen by the public since it was torn down. CBS 17 asked UNC Chapel Hill where the statue is located. The university says it's in storage, but for security reasons won't tell us where. The same is true for the monument that was in front of the state capitol. It was damaged by protesters, and Governor Cooper ordered it removed. The North Carolina Department of Administration confirms it's in storage on state property, but used the same reason as UNC for not telling us where. Ditto for the one in Durham, but the county says the cost of storing it is $2,400 a year. None of those entities will provide photos of the statues in their current state.
If we don't really look at what happened in the past and deal with those racial reckonings and truth and reconciliation, then we're going to continue to be at the space we're in now.
Social justice activist Kerwin Pittman says he's fine with Confederate statues being destroyed or melted down. He also is open to them being placed in museums, but only with the monument's full history as part of the display.
Could be a teachable moment for the future generations, but also a look back at the past and what actually happened. And so the key word is correct context around it.
Joel Rose says people who come to see the statue are both white and African American. Often those visits come with conversation and reflection, and sometimes agreement and disagreement.
There's always room for a dialogue there on why it's here and what it's doing here and why it should stay.
So I'm thinking about the money. So who pays to store all these statues?
Well, it would be us as taxpayers. Pretty much. If the state is storing it, that's taxpayer money. If UNC Chapel Hill, well, that's a publicly funded school by the state of North Carolina, taxpayer dollars.
That's a lot of money.
Same with Durham, yeah, taxpayer dollars.
All right.
But we don't have access to see them.
All right, Russ, thank you so much. Good story there.